In life, the most difficult step to take is often the first one. The idea of starting can feel overwhelming, even daunting, as it demands stepping into the unknown and leaving behind the comfort of inaction. But herein lies a profound truth. There is immense power in starting, no matter how small the beginning may seem. The first step, however imperfect or hesitant, sets in motion a chain of events that can transform your life in ways you never anticipated. Starting is not about being ready. If you wait for the perfect moment, the stars to align, or for all uncertainties to disappear, you'll likely remain idle. Life seldom offers ideal conditions. Challenges will always exist, and the resources you think you lack will always feel inadequate. But starting where you are with what you have is the cornerstone of all progress. The act of beginning sends a powerful message to yourself: I am capable of action, and I refuse to let fear or doubt paralyze me. Consider the seed. A seed, when planted, may not look like much, small, insignificant, even fragile. But once placed in the soil and given water, it begins its journey of growth. That tiny seed doesn't wait for the perfect soil conditions or the guarantee of abundant rain. It simply starts, pushing its roots downward, and it shoots upward. Defying the odds. Similarly, when you take that first step, you initiate a process of growth and evolution. What holds most people back from starting isn't a lack of desire, but a fear of failure. They envision the worst-case scenarios, the mistakes they might make, or the judgment they might face. But here's the paradox: failing to start is the only true failure. Mistakes are not the enemy, they are the stepping stones to learning and improvement. Each time you stumble, you gain knowledge, resilience, and the clarity to move forward more effectively. Starting also creates momentum. It's like pushing a heavy boulder at the top of a hill. The initial effort required to get it moving might be immense, but once it starts rolling, the energy shifts. The same principle applies to your actions. That first step, however difficult, generates energy and enthusiasm that propels you toward the next one. The momentum builds, and before you know it, you've covered a distance you once thought impossible. Moreover, starting transforms your mindset. It shifts your identity from a passive observer to an active participant in your own life. It's a declaration that you are no longer content with merely dreaming or planning. You are committed to doing. This change in perspective empowers you to tackle challenges with confidence and creativity. You begin to see obstacles not as insurmountable barriers, but as opportunities to learn and grow. Let's not overlook the fact that starting often requires courage. It takes bravery to step into unfamiliar territory, to risk being vulnerable, and to face the possibility of setbacks. But courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the willingness to act in spite of it. Each time you muster the courage to start, you strengthen this vital quality within yourself, making it easier to face future challenges. The power of starting is also rooted in its ability to create opportunities. When you take action, you open doors that would have remained closed if you stayed stagnant. Opportunities rarely present themselves to those who wait passively. They are drawn to those who move, who act, and who demonstrate their readiness to embrace what comes their way. Consider this: some of the world's greatest accomplishments began with humble, even clumsy, first steps. A best-selling novel started with a single sentence. A groundbreaking invention began with an idea scribbled on a napkin. A successful business was once just a dream in someone's mind. What these stories have in common is the willingness to begin, even when success seemed far away or uncertain. Starting also teaches you to trust the process. The journey from where you are to where you want to be is rarely a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. But by starting, you commit to the journey, embracing both the highs and the lows. You learn to find joy in the process itself, rather than fixating solely on the destination. There's also a psychological shift that occurs when you start. The tasks that once felt monumental begin to shrink in size. A goal that seemed impossible becomes manageable as you break it into smaller, actionable steps. Each small victory fuels your confidence and reinforces the belief that you are capable of achieving even greater things. Starting doesn't require grand gestures or perfect conditions. It can be as simple as making a single phone call, writing one paragraph, or taking one step forward. These small beginnings, when done consistently, compound over time into remarkable outcomes. The power lies not in the size of the action, but in the act of starting itself. Perhaps the most beautiful aspect of starting is the sense of possibility it brings. When you take that first step, you open yourself to a world of potential. You may not know exactly where the journey will lead, but by starting, you give yourself a chance to discover new paths, new opportunities, and new versions of yourself. As in life, the road to success, growth, and fulfillment always begins with a single step. That step may feel uncertain, unsteady, or insignificant, but it carries with it the power to change everything. So no matter where you are or how daunting the task ahead may seem, start. Take that first step. Do what you can with what you have, and trust that the journey will unfold in ways that are far greater than you can imagine. Starting is not just an action, it's a commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. The pursuit of perfection is often seen as a noble goal, but it is a deceptive trap that holds many people back from achieving their true potential. Striving for perfection can create a paralyzing fear of failure, leaving people stuck in the endless cycle of planning, overthinking, and waiting for the right time. Instead of chasing an ideal that may never be attainable, the focus should shift toward effort. It's not about being flawless, it's about giving your best with the resources, knowledge, and capacity you have at any given moment. Effort is the great equalizer. No matter where you come from or what your circumstances are, you always have control over how much effort you put into something. Effort reflects your commitment, discipline, and willingness to grow. Unlike perfection, which often prioritizes appearances, effort is about substance. It's a tangible demonstration of your dedication to progress and improvement. When you focus on effort, you free yourself from the unrealistic standards that perfectionism imposes. Perfection is rigid and unyielding. It demands flawlessness and creates an unattainable standard that leaves no room for growth. Effort, on the other hand, embraces imperfection as part of the process. It recognizes that mistakes, setbacks, and failures are not signs of inadequacy, but stepping stones toward mastery. By shifting your mindset to value effort over perfection, you create space for learning and innovation. When perfection is the goal, people often play it safe, avoiding risks that might lead to failure. But growth happens in the realm of discomfort and uncertainty. When you allow yourself to make mistakes, you also allow yourself to learn from them. Each mistake provides valuable insights that refine your skills and enhance your understanding. Effort encourages a mindset of continuous improvement. It's not about reaching a fixed destination, but about the journey itself. When you prioritize effort, you become less concerned with how others perceive your achievements and more focused on how you feel about your progress. This shift empowers you to measure success by your own standards rather than external validation. It fosters resilience as you learn to celebrate progress, however small, instead of berating yourself for falling short of perfection. One of the most liberating aspects of focusing on effort is the reduction of stress and pressure. Perfectionism often leads to procrastination and burnout because the fear of not meeting impossible standards becomes overwhelming. When effort is your priority, you're no longer paralyzed by the fear of imperfection. You learn to take action even when the conditions aren't ideal and to keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow. Effort also nurtures authenticity. Perfectionism can cause people to present a curated, polished version of themselves to the world, hiding their struggles and vulnerabilities. But true connection and impact come from authenticity. When you focus on effort, you embrace your imperfections and show others that it's okay to be a work in progress. This vulnerability inspires trust and fosters deeper relationships, both personally and professionally. Another significant benefit of focusing on effort is the way it transforms your relationship with failure. Perfectionism views failure as an endpoint, a definitive statement about your abilities. Effort, however, sees failure as feedback. It's an opportunity to assess what went wrong, make adjustments, and try again. This perspective not only reduces the fear of failure, but also builds resilience. Over time, you come to understand that failure is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced as a necessary part of growth. When you focus on effort, you also unlock your creative potential. Perfectionism stifles creativity by imposing rigid standards and limiting your willingness to experiment. Effort, on the other hand, encourages you to try new things, explore different approaches, and take creative risks. It fosters an environment where innovation can thrive because you're not afraid to fail or to produce something that isn't perfect. Focusing on effort also builds self-esteem. When you prioritize effort, you're constantly reinforcing the idea that your worth isn't tied to your results, but to your commitment to doing your best. This shift in perspective helps you develop a healthier sense of self-worth, one that isn't dependent on external achievements or approval. It allows you to celebrate your progress and accomplishments, no matter how small, and to take pride in the hard work you put in. Effort has a ripple effect. When you demonstrate a strong work ethic and a commitment to doing your best, you inspire those around you to do the same. Whether it's in a professional setting, a personal relationship, or a community endeavor, your focus on effort creates a culture of perseverance and mutual support. People are drawn to those who embody persistence and dedication, and your example can motivate others to overcome their own fears and challenges. It's important to recognize that effort doesn't mean overexertion or striving without limits. It's about giving your best within the bounds of what is healthy and sustainable. Effort requires self-awareness and balance. It's about understanding when to push yourself and when to rest, when to keep going and when to step back. By listening to your needs and honoring your limits, you ensure that your efforts are both effective and enduring. The beauty of focusing on effort is that it's always within your control. While external circumstances, resources, and opportunities may vary, your ability to give your best effort remains constant. This sense of agency is empowering. It reminds you that no matter what obstacles you face, you have the power to take action, to keep moving forward, and to make progress. Effort is also deeply rewarding. There's a unique satisfaction that comes from knowing you've given your all, regardless of the outcome. This sense of fulfillment isn't tied to achieving a specific result, but to the pride you feel in your dedication and perseverance. It's a reminder that the journey itself is valuable, but the process of striving and growing. The pursuit of perfection is often seen as a noble goal, but it is a deceptive trap that holds many people back from achieving their true potential. Striving for perfection can create a paralyzing fear of failure, leaving people stuck in the endless cycle of planning, overthinking, and waiting for the right time. Instead of chasing an ideal that may never be attainable, the focus should shift toward effort. It's not about being flawless, it's about giving your best with the resources, knowledge, and capacity you have at any given moment. Effort is the great equalizer. No matter where you come from or what your circumstances are, you always have control over how much effort you put into something. Effort reflects your commitment, discipline, and willingness to grow. Unlike perfection, which often prioritizes appearances, effort is about substance. It's a tangible demonstration of your dedication to progress and improvement. When you focus on effort, you free yourself from the unrealistic standards that perfectionism imposes. Perfection is rigid and unyielding. It demands flawlessness and creates an unattainable standard that leaves no room for growth. Effort, on the other hand, embraces imperfection as part of the process. It recognizes that mistakes, setbacks, and failures are not signs of inadequacy, but stepping stones toward mastery. By shifting your mindset to value effort over perfection, you create space for learning and innovation. When perfection is the goal, people often play it safe, avoiding risks that might lead to failure. But growth happens in the realm of discomfort and uncertainty. When you allow yourself to make mistakes, you also allow yourself to learn from them. Each mistake provides valuable insights that refine your skills and enhance your understanding. Effort encourages a mindset of continuous improvement. It's not about reaching a fixed destination, but about the journey itself. When you prioritize effort, you become less concerned with how others perceive your achievements and more focused on how you feel about your progress. This shift empowers you to measure success by your own standards rather than external validation. It fosters resilience as you learn to celebrate progress, however small, instead of berating yourself for falling short of perfection. One of the most liberating aspects of focusing on effort is the reduction of stress and pressure. Perfectionism often leads to procrastination and burnout because the fear of not meeting impossible standards becomes overwhelming. When effort is your priority, you're no longer paralyzed by the fear of imperfection. You learn to take action even when the conditions aren't ideal, and to keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow. Effort also nurtures authenticity. Perfectionism can cause people to present a curated, polished version of themselves to the world, hiding their struggles and vulnerabilities. But true connection and impact come from authenticity. When you focus on effort, you embrace your imperfections and show others that it's okay to be a work in progress. This vulnerability inspires trust and fosters deeper relationships, both personally and professionally. But no significant benefit of focusing on effort is the way it transforms your relationship with failure. Perfectionism views failure as an endpoint, a definitive statement about your abilities. Effort, however, sees failure as feedback. It's an opportunity to assess what went wrong, make adjustments, and try again. This perspective not only reduces the fear of failure, but also builds resilience. Over time, you come to understand that failure is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced as a necessary part of growth. When you focus on effort, you also unlock your creative potential. Perfectionism stifles creativity by imposing rigid standards and limiting your willingness to experiment. Effort, on the other hand, encourages you to try new things, explore different approaches, and take creative risks. It fosters an environment where innovation can thrive because you're not afraid to fail or to produce something that isn't perfect. Focusing on effort also builds self-esteem. When you prioritize effort, you're constantly reinforcing the idea that your worth isn't tied to your results, but to your commitment to doing your best. This shift in perspective helps you develop a healthier sense of self-worth, one that isn't dependent on external achievements or approval. It allows you to celebrate your progress and accomplishments, no matter how small, and to take pride in the hard work you've put in. Moreover, effort has a ripple effect. When you demonstrate a strong work ethic and a commitment to doing your best, you inspire those around you to do the same. Whether it's in a professional setting, a personal relationship, or a community endeavor, your focus on effort creates a culture of perseverance and mutual support. People are drawn to those who embody persistence and dedication, and your example can motivate others to overcome their own fears and challenges. It's important to recognize that effort doesn't mean overexertion or striving without limits. It's about giving your best within the bounds of what is healthy and sustainable. Effort requires self-awareness and balance. It's about understanding when to push yourself and when to rest, when to keep going and when to step back. By listening to your needs and honoring your limits, you ensure that your efforts are both effective and enduring. The beauty of focusing on effort is that it's always within your control. While external circumstances, resources, and opportunities may vary, your ability to give your best effort remains constant. This sense of agency is empowering. It reminds you that no matter what obstacles you face, you have the power to take action, to keep moving forward, and to make progress. Effort is also deeply rewarding. There's a unique satisfaction that comes from knowing you've given your all, regardless of the outcome. This sense of fulfillment isn't tied to achieving a specific result, but to the pride you feel in your dedication and perseverance. It's a reminder that the journey itself is valuable, that the process of striving and growing. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and in this simple truth lies the magic of small steps. Life often presents us with goals and dreams so vast that they feel overwhelming. The gap between where we are and where we want to be can seem insurmountable, leaving us paralyzed by the enormity of the task ahead. Yet it is through small, consistent steps that even the loftiest ambitions are realized. The magic of small steps lies not only in their simplicity, but also in their profound ability to create meaningful, lasting change. Taking a small step shifts the focus from the intimidating entirety of a goal to a single, manageable action. It breaks down overwhelming tasks into bite-sized pieces, making the impossible feel possible. This shift in perspective is powerful. It transforms hesitation into momentum, replacing fear and doubt with a sense of accomplishment. Each small step builds confidence, proving to yourself that progress is not only achievable, but also within your control. Small steps have a cumulative effect. When repeated consistently over time, they lead to significant progress. This principle is evident in nature. A river carves a canyon not through one dramatic event, but through the persistent flow of water over centuries. Similarly, small, steady actions compound to create monumental outcomes. This compounding effect is often underestimated because the initial progress may seem minimal. However, the true magic lies in the persistence and consistency of those actions. By focusing on small steps, you also cultivate patience and resilience. Modern culture often glorifies instant results, creating unrealistic expectations and unnecessary pressure. The reality is that meaningful accomplishments require time, effort, and dedication. Small steps teach you to value the process rather than fixating solely on the end result. They remind you that progress is a journey, not a destination. This perspective fosters a deeper appreciation for the growth and learning that occur along the way. Small steps also help you overcome the fear of failure. When you break a goal into smaller actions, each step feels less risky and more achievable. The fear of making a mistake or falling short diminishes because the stakes of each individual step are lower. This reduction in fear encourages you to take action, even in the face of uncertainty. And if a step doesn't go as planned, it's easier to recover, adjust, and move forward without feeling defeated. Another powerful aspect of small steps is their ability to build habits. Habits are the building blocks of success, and they are formed through repetition. By consistently taking small steps, you create routines that eventually become second nature. These habits serve as the foundation for sustained progress, making it easier to stay on track and maintain momentum. Over time, the effort required to take those steps diminishes as they become ingrained in your daily life. Small steps also foster adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances often change in ways we can't foresee. When you focus on small, incremental actions, you become more flexible in your approach. You can adjust your steps as needed, responding to challenges and opportunities as they arise. This adaptability ensures that you remain resilient and resourceful no matter what obstacles come your way. One of the most inspiring aspects of small steps is their ability to create a sense of possibility. When you take that first step, no matter how small, you open the door to opportunities that were previously out of reach. Each step builds on the last, gradually expanding your horizons and capabilities. What once seemed unattainable begins to feel within your grasp, as the cumulative effect of your efforts becomes evident. The magic of small steps is also evident in the way they transform your mindset. When you commit to taking consistent action, you shift from a passive state of waiting or wishing to an active state of doing. This shift empowers you, reinforcing the belief that you have control over your progress and that your efforts matter. This proactive mindset spills over into other areas of your life, enhancing your confidence and sense of agency. Small steps also encourage mindfulness. When you focus on the action at hand, rather than getting lost in the enormity of the bigger picture, you stay present. This presence allows you to fully engage with each step, giving it your best effort and attention. It also helps you appreciate the journey, finding joy and fulfillment in the process, rather than deferring happiness to a distant future. Another remarkable quality of small steps is their accessibility. No matter your starting point, you can always take a small step. Whether you're facing financial, physical, or emotional challenges, there's always a way to move forward, however modestly. This accessibility makes progress possible for everyone, regardless of their circumstances. It reinforces the idea that success is not reserved for the privileged few, but is attainable through determination and perseverance. Small steps are also a powerful antidote to procrastination. When a task feels too large or daunting, it's easy to put it off. But when you break it down into smaller, more manageable actions, it becomes less intimidating. Taking a single step, no matter how small, creates momentum and reduces the inertia of inaction. This momentum builds, making it easier to take the next step and the one after that. The beauty of small steps is that they allow you to start imperfectly. Perfectionism often leads to paralysis, as the fear of not getting it right prevents you from taking action. Small steps encourage you to begin where you are, with what you have, and to refine your approach as you go. They remind you that progress is more important than perfection, and that even imperfect action is better than no action at all. Over time, the cumulative impact of small steps can lead to profound transformation. This transformation is not only external in terms of achieving goals, but also internal in terms of personal growth. Each step strengthens your resilience, builds your confidence, and deepens your understanding of what you're capable of. It's a journey of becoming as much as it is a journey of achieving. The magic of small steps lies in their simplicity, their consistency, and their profound ability to create change. They remind us that progress is not about giant leaps, but about the steady, determined act of moving forward, one step at a time. Each small step carries with it the potential to transform your life, proving that greatness is not achieved in a single moment, but in the accumulation of countless, seemingly insignificant moments. By embracing the power of small steps, you unlock the potential within yourself to achieve extraordinary things. Adaptability is an essential quality that defines our ability to navigate the ever-changing landscape of life. In a world where change is constant and often unpredictable, the capacity to adapt becomes a cornerstone of resilience and success. Adaptability is not about merely surviving transitions, it's about thriving amidst them, finding new ways to grow, and embracing the opportunities that change presents. At its core, adaptability is about openness. It's the willingness to let go of rigid expectations and embrace the unknown. People who are adaptable understand that clinging to fixed ideas or plans can be limiting. Instead, they approach change with curiosity, seeing it as an invitation to learn and evolve. This mindset allows them to remain flexible, shifting their perspective and strategies as circumstances demand. One of the key aspects of adaptability is the ability to respond rather than react. Reaction is often driven by emotion and rooted in resistance to change. Response, on the other hand, is deliberate and thoughtful. It involves assessing the situation, understanding its implications, and taking considered action. Adaptable individuals excel in this area because they cultivate self-awareness and emotional intelligence. They recognize their initial impulses but choose to respond in ways that align with their goals and values. Adaptability also requires resilience. Change can be challenging, and the ability to adapt often involves navigating discomfort and uncertainty. Resilient individuals are better equipped to face these challenges because they view setbacks as temporary and surmountable. They understand that growth often comes from discomfort, and they are willing to endure short-term struggles for long-term benefits. This resilience acts as a foundation, enabling them to bounce back from difficulties and emerge stronger. Another critical element of adaptability is the capacity to learn and unlearn. In a rapidly evolving world, yesterday's knowledge and skills may not suffice for tomorrow's challenges. Adaptable individuals prioritize continuous learning, seeking out new information, perspectives, and experiences. They are also willing to unlearn outdated beliefs or methods, recognizing that clinging to the past can hinder progress. This dynamic approach to learning ensures that they remain relevant and prepared for future opportunities. Adaptability fosters creativity and innovation. When faced with unexpected circumstances, adaptable individuals think outside the box, finding novel solutions to problems. They are not constrained by traditional approaches or rigid systems, allowing them to explore new possibilities. This creative mindset is especially valuable in today's fast-paced world, where the ability to innovate can be a significant competitive advantage. Social adaptability is another important facet of this strength. In diverse environments, the ability to connect with others, understand different perspectives, and build meaningful relationships is crucial. Adaptable individuals excel in social situations because they are empathetic and attuned to the needs and emotions of those around them. They can navigate cultural differences, resolve conflicts, and foster collaboration, making them invaluable in both personal and professional settings. Adaptability is also deeply tied to problem solving. Life often presents unforeseen challenges, and the ability to adapt is essential for finding effective solutions. Rather than becoming overwhelmed by obstacles, adaptable individuals focus on what can be done. They approach problems with a growth mindset, seeing them as opportunities to develop new skills or perspectives. This proactive attitude enables them to overcome barriers and achieve their objectives. Another dimension of adaptability is its role in stress management. Change and uncertainty can be significant sources of stress, but adaptable individuals are better equipped to cope. They maintain a sense of perspective, recognizing that change is a natural part of life. This outlook helps them stay calm and focused even in the face of adversity. By managing stress effectively, they can make better decisions and maintain their well-being. Adaptability also enhances decision-making. In uncertain situations, the ability to evaluate options and make timely choices is crucial. Adaptable individuals excel in this area because they are not paralyzed by the fear of making the wrong decision. They understand that perfection is unattainable and that every decision carries some level of risk. This confidence allows them to act decisively, learning from the outcomes and adjusting their course as needed. Adaptability is a driver of personal growth. Each time you adapt to a new situation, you expand your comfort zone and develop new skills. These experiences build confidence and prepare you for future challenges. Adaptable individuals embrace this growth, understanding that change is an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more capable. In leadership, adaptability is a hallmark of effective guidance. Leaders who can adjust their approach to meet the needs of their team and the demands of their environment inspire trust and respect. They lead by example, demonstrating that flexibility and resilience are essential qualities for success. This adaptability enables them to navigate crises, seize opportunities, and foster a culture of innovation and collaboration. On a broader scale, adaptability is a vital trait for organizations and communities. In an interconnected and rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt determines long-term viability. Organizations that prioritize adaptability are more likely to thrive, as they can respond to market shifts, technological advancements, and evolving customer needs. Similarly, communities that embrace adaptability are better equipped to handle challenges such as economic fluctuations, natural disasters, and social changes. Discipline is the cornerstone of excellence, the force that transforms dreams into reality and potential into achievement. It is not merely about rules or restrictions, but about self-mastery and the ability to align your actions with your goals and values. Discipline empowers you to push beyond fleeting desires, temporary discomforts, and momentary distractions, keeping you focused on what truly matters. At its essence, discipline is about consistency. Excellence is not achieved through sporadic bursts of effort, but through sustained commitment over time. Whether it's mastering a skill, excelling at a profession, or building meaningful relationships, consistent effort is indispensable. Discipline ensures that you show up, even on days when motivation wanes or challenges seem insurmountable. It is the quiet force that compels you to keep going, turning small, consistent actions into extraordinary accomplishments. Discipline requires clarity of purpose. To be disciplined, you must first understand what you're striving for and why it matters to you. This clarity serves as a compass, guiding your choices and actions. It enables you to prioritize what is essential and to let go of distractions and activities that do not contribute to your goals. With discipline, every decision becomes intentional, a step closer to the excellence you seek. One of the most transformative aspects of discipline is its ability to build habits. Habits are the foundation of success because they make discipline automatic. When you consistently practice disciplined behavior, whether it's waking up early, exercising, or dedicating time to your craft, these actions become ingrained in your routine. Over time, what once required conscious effort becomes second nature, freeing up mental energy for even greater pursuits. Discipline also teaches the value of delayed gratification. In a world that often prioritizes instant rewards, the ability to delay gratification is a rare and powerful skill. Discipline enables you to resist short-term temptations in favor of long-term gains. It reminds you that true excellence is not about immediate results, but about the cumulative impact of sustained effort. This perspective allows you to stay committed to your goals, even when progress feels slow or invisible. Another crucial aspect of discipline is its role in resilience. Challenges, setbacks, and failures are inevitable on the path to excellence. Discipline provides the strength to persevere through these difficulties, maintaining focus and effort even in the face of adversity. It reminds you that setbacks are not endpoints but opportunities to learn and grow. This resilience, fueled by discipline, ensures that you keep moving forward no matter the obstacles. Discipline fosters self-respect and confidence. When you consistently honor your commitments to yourself, you build trust in your own abilities. This self-trust reinforces your belief that you are capable of achieving your goals, creating a positive cycle of effort and success. Each disciplined action becomes a testament to your determination, bolstering your confidence and inspiring you to aim even higher. Time management is another area where discipline shines. Excellence requires focus and efficiency, and discipline helps you allocate your time wisely. It ensures that you prioritize tasks that align with your goals and that you avoid wasting time on distractions or unproductive activities. This disciplined approach to time allows you to maximize your efforts and make meaningful progress toward your objectives. Discipline also plays a vital role in emotional regulation. It helps you manage impulses and reactions, enabling you to respond thoughtfully rather than react emotionally. This self-control is essential for maintaining relationships, making sound decisions, and staying composed under pressure. By mastering your emotions, you create an environment where focus and clarity can thrive, further supporting your pursuit of excellence. In the realm of creativity, discipline might seem counterintuitive, but it is, in fact, a powerful enabler. While creativity thrives on freedom, it also requires structure to flourish. Discipline provides the framework within which creative ideas can be developed, refined, and executed. It ensures that inspiration is translated into tangible outcomes, turning abstract concepts into real-world achievements. Discipline also cultivates a growth mindset. It encourages you to embrace challenges, persist through difficulties, and view effort as a path to mastery. This mindset is essential for achieving excellence, as it fosters a willingness to learn and improve. With discipline, you see setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities to refine your approach and enhance your skills. Another remarkable quality of discipline is its ripple effect. When you practice discipline in one area of your life, it often spills over into others. For example, the discipline required to maintain a fitness routine can enhance your focus and productivity at work. Similarly, the discipline to manage your finances can improve your ability to plan and set goals. This interconnectedness amplifies the impact of discipline, creating a foundation for overall excellence. Discipline also fosters accountability. When you commit to disciplined action, you take responsibility for your progress and results. This accountability keeps you honest with yourself, ensuring that you stay true to your goals and values. It also builds integrity, as others come to see you as someone who follows through on commitments and takes ownership of their actions. In leadership, discipline is an essential quality. Leaders who demonstrate discipline inspire trust and respect, setting an example for those they lead. Their consistent effort and focus create a culture of excellence, motivating others to rise to the same standard. Discipline enables leaders to make tough decisions, stay true to their vision, and navigate challenges with composure and determination. Discipline is also a source of freedom. While it may seem paradoxical, discipline liberates you from the chaos of indecision and the regret of missed opportunities. By establishing clear priorities and routines, discipline creates a sense of order and control. This structure allows you to focus on what truly matters, freeing you from the distractions and pressures of a reactive lifestyle. With discipline, you gain the freedom to pursue your goals with clarity and purpose. Failure is often viewed as a setback, an undesirable outcome that signals defeat. However, when reframed and understood through a different lens, failure transforms into one of the most valuable sources of feedback. It is not the end of the road, but a crucial part of the journey, offering insights, lessons, and opportunities for growth that success alone cannot provide. Failure, when embraced as feedback, becomes a stepping stone toward greater achievement. Failure is an indicator, a reflection of what didn't work. It provides clarity about strategies, methods, or decisions that need refinement. Instead of dwelling on the disappointment of falling short, those who view failure as feedback ask critical questions: what went wrong? Why did it happen? What can be learned from this experience? These questions turn failure into a tool for analysis and improvement, guiding the next steps with greater wisdom. Failure strips away illusions and reveals truths. It highlights weaknesses, blind spots, or oversights that might otherwise go unnoticed. While success often validates existing approaches, failure forces a deeper evaluation, prompting introspection and innovation. This process can lead to breakthroughs that propel growth far beyond what might have been achieved had failure not occurred. It pushes boundaries, inspiring new ways of thinking and problem solving. The feedback provided by failure is not limited to external factors. It also offers valuable insights about oneself. It tests resilience, patience, and adaptability, revealing the depths of one's character and capacity for perseverance. By facing failure head-on, Individuals gain a better understanding of their strengths and areas for development. This self-awareness is essential for long-term success as it enables growth, not just in skills, but also in mindset. Failure also fosters humility, a vital quality for personal and professional growth. It serves as a reminder that perfection is unattainable and that even the most accomplished individuals face setbacks. This humility encourages openness to learning and collaboration, as it diminishes the ego-driven need to always be right. By acknowledging and accepting failure, individuals become more receptive to feedback from others, further enhancing their capacity for improvement. Another powerful aspect of failure as feedback is its role in building resilience. Failure tests one's ability to bounce back, and each recovery strengthens the ability to navigate future challenges. This resilience is not just about enduring difficulties, but about using them as fuel for progress. Failure teaches that setbacks are not permanent, they are moments in time that can be transformed into stepping stones with the right attitude and effort. Failure also encourages innovation. When traditional methods fail to produce desired results, it creates an opportunity to think creatively and explore alternative approaches. Many of the world's greatest inventions and achievements were born from repeated failures. Each misstep provided critical feedback that informed the next attempt, ultimately leading to breakthroughs that changed the world. This process underscores the idea that failure is not the opposite of success, but a vital part of the path to it. The lessons learned from failure often have a lasting impact because they are hard-earned. Success can sometimes be taken for granted, but the insights gained from failure are etched deeply into one's understanding. They become guiding principles, shaping future decisions and actions. These lessons build a foundation of knowledge and experience that supports sustained success over time. Failure also shifts the focus from outcomes to processes. When failure occurs, it encourages an examination of the steps taken, the decisions made, and the effort invested. This shift in focus fosters a growth mindset, where the emphasis is on learning and improvement rather than simply achieving a specific result. It reminds individuals that the journey is just as important as the destination, if not more so. Embracing failure as feedback also cultivates courage. The fear of failure can be paralyzing, preventing people from taking risks or pursuing ambitious goals. However, when failure is seen as an opportunity to learn rather than as a source of shame, it becomes less intimidating. This perspective empowers individuals to take bold steps, knowing that even if they stumble, they will gain valuable insights that move them closer to their goals. Failure's role as feedback extends beyond individuals to teams and organizations. In collaborative environments, a culture that views failure as an opportunity to learn fosters innovation, trust, and growth. When leaders encourage their teams to take calculated risks and view setbacks as part of the creative process, they create an atmosphere where experimentation and progress thrive. This approach not only enhances performance, but also strengthens the collective resilience of the group. The feedback provided by failure is dynamic and adaptable. It evolves with circumstances, offering new insights as situations change. What may have seemed like a failure in one context can later reveal itself as a critical turning point. This adaptability highlights the importance of perspective, reminding individuals to remain open to the lessons that failure continues to offer over time. Failure as feedback also reinforces the importance of persistence. Each failure is a reminder that success is rarely a straight line, but a series of twists, turns, and adjustments. It teaches the value of staying committed to a vision while remaining flexible in the approach. This persistence, fueled by the lessons of failure, creates a tenacity that is essential for achieving long-term excellence. Failure builds empathy and connection. Experiencing setbacks fosters an understanding of the challenges others face, creating a shared sense of humanity. This empathy enhances relationships as it encourages compassion and support for others who are navigating their own struggles. It also strengthens leadership, as leaders who have experienced and learned from failure are better equipped to guide and inspire those they lead. Failure as feedback underscores the importance of taking responsibility. It challenges individuals to own their mistakes and to learn from them rather than deflecting blame. This accountability fosters integrity and trust, both of which are essential for personal and professional growth. By accepting failure as part of the process, individuals demonstrate a commitment to continuous improvement and a willingness to grow. Failure expands the capacity for gratitude. It provides contrast, highlighting the value of progress and achievement. The lessons learned from failure deepen appreciation for success, making it all the more meaningful when it is finally achieved. This gratitude, in turn, fuels a positive cycle of effort, learning, and accomplishment, reinforcing the idea that failure is not an obstacle but an integral part of the journey toward growth and excellence. Living with no regrets is a philosophy that emphasizes the importance of embracing life fully, making conscious choices, and accepting the outcomes with grace and understanding. It is not about living recklessly or without caution, but about pursuing a life where actions are aligned with values, priorities, and authentic desires. A life with no regrets requires courage, intentionality, and the willingness to take responsibility for the choices you make. At its heart, living with no regrets is about being present. Regret often stems from missed opportunities, actions left undone, or words left unsaid. By staying fully engaged in the present moment, you reduce the chances of looking back and wondering, what if? Being present means giving your full attention to the people, experiences, and opportunities in front of you. It's about cherishing the time you have and making the most of every situation, no matter how ordinary it may seem. Living with no regrets also involves clarity of purpose. Knowing what truly matters to you allows you to make choices that reflect your values and priorities. This clarity acts as a compass, guiding your decisions and helping you avoid distractions or detours that do not serve your larger goals. When you live in alignment with your purpose, even mistakes and missteps feel meaningful because they are part of a journey you consciously chose. Taking risks is an integral part of living without regrets. Fear of failure or rejection often holds people back from pursuing their dreams or expressing their true feelings. However, the pain of never trying can be far greater than the discomfort of failing. When you take calculated risks, you give yourself the chance to grow, discover new possibilities, and achieve things you might have thought impossible. Even if the outcome isn't what you hoped for, the courage to take action brings a sense of fulfillment and self-respect. Living with no regrets also means prioritizing relationships. Many of life's deepest joys and most profound regrets revolve around connections with others. Investing time and effort in the people you care about, expressing love and gratitude, and resolving conflicts can significantly reduce the likelihood of looking back with a heavy heart. It's about making sure the people who matter to you know how much they mean to you and creating memories that will bring comfort and joy for years to come. Another key aspect of living with no regrets is embracing self-forgiveness. Everyone makes mistakes, and carrying the weight of guilt or shame can hinder your ability to move forward. Accepting that imperfection is part of being human allows you to learn from your experiences without letting them define you. Self-forgiveness is an act of compassion that frees you to grow and live fully, unburdened by the past. Living with no regrets also requires adaptability. Life rarely unfolds exactly as planned, and clinging to rigid expectations can lead to unnecessary disappointment. Embracing change and finding ways to make the best of unforeseen circumstances allows you to navigate life's twists and turns with resilience and grace. Adaptability ensures that you can find meaning and joy even in situations that don't align with your original vision. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in living a life without regrets. By cultivating awareness of your thoughts, feelings, and actions, you become more intentional in your choices. Mindfulness helps you recognize when you are acting out of habit, fear, or societal pressure, giving you the opportunity to make decisions that truly reflect your inner values. This intentionality reduces the likelihood of later wishing you had done things differently. Another component of living with no regrets is embracing vulnerability. Being open and honest about your feelings, desires, and fears allows you to connect deeply with others and with yourself. Vulnerability requires courage, but it also brings authenticity to your relationships and experiences. By expressing your true self, you reduce the chances of looking back and wondering what could have been if you had spoken or acted differently. Living with no regrets also means setting boundaries. Saying yes to everything can lead to overcommitment, burnout, and neglect of your own needs. Learning to say no when something doesn't align with your values or priorities is an act of self-respect. It ensures that your time and energy are devoted to what truly matters, leaving little room for regret about wasted opportunities or unfulfilled potential. Practicing gratitude is another way to live with no regrets. By appreciating what you have and finding joy in the present, you cultivate a sense of contentment that diminishes the yearning for what might have been. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is abundant, allowing you to see your life as full and meaningful, regardless of any perceived shortcomings. Accepting the impermanence of life is also crucial for living with no regrets. Recognizing that time is finite and that opportunities may not always come again encourages you to act decisively and cherish every moment. It reminds you to prioritize experiences, relationships, and actions that bring joy and fulfillment rather than postponing them for a future that is never guaranteed. Taking responsibility for your choices is another cornerstone of living with no regrets. Blaming others or external circumstances for your situation only perpetuates dissatisfaction. Owning your decisions, even when they lead to less than ideal outcomes, empowers you to learn and grow. It also fosters a sense of control over your life, reducing the likelihood of feeling powerless or regretful.